Aye, I'm the one they call Jack, though I'm surprised you heard of me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name, along with that kindly cove as told you mine. I'm Shadow, Chaos Control. Tar! The famous Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, Lonnie, let fucking hell. Oh, what is English anyway? Thinking noises. He can't throw a blade for shite, but that one eye don't miss not when it comes to sizing up a dimber coat for the stalling. Just one thing. You ain't a pirate, are ye? No, I'm a hedgehog, and a science experiment. Well then, it's time ye was stowed for the rogue. Put on your best beater cases, and I'll swear ye in myself when you're ready, arr. Now, I could fill ye wattles with the story history of the guild, but that's just wids and wind. The most important thing, the only thing we care about, is getting the job done. Now, most folks, and I'm assuming that you're among them, know that not long after Limsa's founding, the city was overrun by a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear that they'd all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules. An unspoken code of conduct, as it were. 1. You don't bite the purses of your fellow Lominsons. 2. You don't rook a crew out of their spoils. And 3. You don't deprive a man of his Krabby Patties. I'll admit the finer points of the code are a mite murky, but most agree on those 3, at the very least. Now, you might be thinking that none of that amounts to a sack of balls, now that the Admiral's outlawed piracy, but in the back alleys of the black markets where Merweb's grip ain't so tight, the code is still alive and well. Arr. And just as the law is enforced by the Yellow Jackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. We go where the shadows are darkest and hand out justice to them as they break the code. Some rum-soaked cove steals goods from the wrong cull, and we steal 'em back. That's the job, my natty lad. Course, we don't hop the twig when the blade work's called for, either. You'll see that there's more to our dagger play than just sticking culls with a pointy end. We'll weaken a mark with poison, fade away, and strike in the darkmans. Whatever it takes to get the work done. Well, Sebby, what do you say to that? Got the guts to do a rogue's job? Yes. All right then. First off, we'll have to get your kit sorted. A rogue needs to be light on his do-beaters to stay on a mark's trail. The job must have you fighting across a deck or weaving through a mob, and the last thing you want is a bleeding great battle axe that hooks itself onto every rope in the post. That's why we stick to daggers. They let you slip through the streets just as easily as they slip into your into your rook's ribs. I'm sorry, no time for those kinds of jokes. Arr. Here, take these stabbers and let's see how they look on ye. Just don't get so excited with your new toys that you forget to dress for the role. You'd be surprised how many coats come back to me in their bloody small loincloths. Arr. Arr. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Look at me flying around on my flaming rollerblades. Let's go.
People been telling me I'm gonna want to do Island Sanctuary. Oh, the cute fluffy lambs! Oh no! I feel really bad about that.
Who there, Shadow? I must say, you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. Aye, I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd stow me wids and let you get on with your work. But seeing as we only dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple of things what you ain't familiar with yet. Let's build on what you likely do know, and that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her tits, has outlawed piracy in Limsa. So what do you think that there's so many sudden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's 'cause there's only one way for them to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do to apply is serve the Thalas as a certified privateer. A captain with a privateer's license is free to terrorize the sea till the old goats come home. So long as he only targets vessels, I'm sorry, I'm drunk on rum, I'm a pirate. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, there's plenty of looting to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder, then sail back here to Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. You see, this one crew got their fambos on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise, but was rooked out of their hole by some heavy-handed coves. If you recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you best be prepared for a visit from the rogues. Arr! And speaking of visiting rogues, Underfoot, over here, lad, arr! I want the pair of ye working together on this. Pass sentence on them code-defying rooks and bite back that Magitech part.
Haha! What's the code need me for? What do you think? Is that appropriate for this guy? Would that actually work?
Aye? What's that cult need me for? You're in charge of the new recruits, aren't ye? It's Shadow's first assignment, and you're to go along and give him the benefit of your wisdom, arr. Since when the fuck was I in charge of... Oh, fuck me. Alright, listen up, you cunt. I guess we're partners now. The name's Perimu Horimu, but most fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem a touch reluctant, but Perimu's one of our best. You just do as he says, and you'll get the job done. Arr. Listen up, you fucking minge. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to make sure that your dad steps up to the fucking task. With them short blades, you need to get in good and close to your mark. But we're not bleeding swads in shiny armour, oh fuck off. And the lighter kit we wear, it's not much protection from a click from the gun. So, if you don't oh fucking hell, this dialogue, fuck me. If you don't fancy spitting up your blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when the mark winds up to land a nasty clout. Sliding around to her flank usually does the trick, but there's some rum fun every rogue should master. The shade shift. Clear your mind, trust your speed, and you can leave an axe-wielding cunt, spell-flinging mage chasing your shadow while you're burying stabbers in his gut. Oh my god, this is actually really hard to do. Now it's time to put this lesson into practice against some of those Aureli out in Lower Noskia. I hope you are paying attention, cunt, because those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy, you fucking minge. Done with your practice then? Huh. The sting of those tentacled cunts will soon teach you to stay on your fucking toes. Anyway, now we got blood rushing to your penis, I'll say it's time to get down to work. First things first, we'll need to track down those adult coves that rooked the Magitech gadget. Might be as one of our rogues has heard something. The guild thrives on information, you see, and we've agents scattered far and wide with their glazers keyed and their waddles to the fucking ground. So let's pay a visit to Tolwan at the Drowning Wench. Ask her for a weak ale and see where that fucking gets you. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, you cunt. Now fuck off.
Welcome to the Drowning Wench, you handsome little hedgehog. What's your pleasure? A strong ale. Well, certainly, sir. Take a seat, and I'll bring it straight to your... Changed your mind?
Oh. Weak? Weak? But I'm Shadow the Hedgehog!
I should be drinking the strongest, hardest alcohol there is. Well, fine. Well, never in all my days. We may serve some cheap grog in the wench, but nothing that was watered down. If our usual ale is too bold for your taste, perhaps you'd like to order from the underground menu. That's quite an offer for a customer with your roguish charms. Was there something in particular that I could help you with? Ah, the trouble over that Magitech loot. That was not a subtle job. The gang in question is an unusual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. They seem to be enamored of court dandy mannerisms and have a preference for seizing Garlean machinery. They're also known for conspiring with goblins. Rumors say that the Demolishers visit a beastman camp in the middle of Noska to fence their goods. And those goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine the goblins were rather pleased to take possession of a Mark 50-something anti-aircraft cannon-firing mechanism. If you mean to steal the device back, then your trail leads to the goblin camps in Summerford.
Summerford, eh? We're on your fucking way, cunt. Meet me across the river from camp and we'll plan our next move. Now fuck off. Get your noggin down, Shadow. I've been snilching the actions across the way there. No sign of the demolishers, but I did see one of them gambling coves stuffing the Galilean gadget into his fucking backpack. I know Il-Tolwan would steer us alright. Now this is your chance, cunt. Clout that gambler gobby and grab all that device. Look, I lost track of which gob it is, but I'm thinking it's that sod on the left. Just make sure you dance away from any bomb blasts. Twisting and dodging in the middle of a fireball might not save you from getting your eyebrows. Twisting and dodging in the middle of a fireball might not save you from getting your eyebrows singed off. Fuck me. Anyway, shut up. Let's go. Gomu Gamuna! Throne! Dagger! Soyo! Ha! Boom! Get wrecked, every single one of you. Cha! Oh my god, I'm just killing heaps of innocent goblins. Soyo! Wow, so much collateral damage. So many goblins that weren't even, like, part of it. Oh, wait! Oh, no, I did. Okay, now I go back to him. Okay. Alright, you fucking minge. This is the device. Now let's get it back to the fucking guild. We still owe those demolisher cunts a million, but they'll keep up for now. Here, you should be the one to deliver the prize to Jack. It was your hand who snatched it out of the goblin's paws, after all. Now fuck off. These are goblins, aren't they? So they should have goblin voices. Okay, alright.
Oh, Captain! Captain, I say! Some fiend has perpetrated violence upon our goblin colleagues while we sought to wet our throats with fine libation! This will not stand, Captain! Our finely filched loot has been pilfered under our nose!
Hey! I thought they were goblins! Oh. Oh well. Blasting bother. My blood boils and bubbles at the temerity of this fucking affront. I don't know the identity of these audacious buffoons, but they'll be made to pay, and pay fucking dearly. With me, my fine fellow football hooligans. Huzzah! Let's get the fuck out of here. Arr! And still in One Piece too! That's a One Piece reference for you anime lovers. Yeah, clapping in English. Yes, we've done well for your first assignment, lad. It don't look like much, but that crew put their lives on the line to cloy this here bauble. They'll be pleased to see it snatched back from the Ruffmans. Arr. We've yet to do for the dainty demolishers, Jack. The job ain't fucking over. Arr. You're right, Underfoot. It ain't. You break the code, we break your penis. Arr. Well, fucking well. This is not at all what I expected from the inside of a covenant. A covenant? Oh, fuck me. And who the fuck are you, cunt? Oh, hello. Your ignorance is understandable. After all, our schemes are always perfect. Our heists, impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drink to your delicious terror? You fucking minge. We are deadly, dastardly, and dictionally devilish. Oh, I should have practiced that more. Quail before the dainty demolishers. You fucking minge. Quay?
Who yar? Captain, I say. There's the cad who misappropriated our merchandise. I concur. He is the self-same simpleton whom we trained unnoticed to this very establishment, Mamma Mia. Surprise, surprise. We are the ones who eat his meatballs now.
No, my dear Swedish and my Italian associate. Let's not be unpleasant. We should endeavour to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults to other, less, diplomatic methods. At least not yet. You there!
Yeah, you, the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your fucking superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us, and we won't be leaving until the proper restitution has been paid. You fucking minge.
Oh, an errand boy now, am I? Oh, he's fucking done it now, cunt. Oh, I mean, sorry, English noises. Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is?
This place? Well, I suppose it's like some matter of convent. The one-eyed doorman called it the Dutiful Sisters of the Edelweiss, or something like that. Innit?
And yet, you've yet to realise your mistake. Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry quadrant across the threshold.
Are you fucking threatening me, boy? I'll have my fellows cut out that impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserves of dainty today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with fucking upstarts. You still don't understand, do you? There are but three sorts of calls that the doorman will let pass. Clients, recruits, and cunts. Godspeed, mamma mia! I will kill you all! Oh, fuck me. What? You thought I was useless because I'm a fucking Lalafell? Didn't your mum teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? Cunt. You'd have learned the third sort of call as a bollocks for brains mark that marches himself right into a rogue's fucking den. Rogues? But we were so fucking careful. I heard tales back in my pirate days. Stories about the merciless wraiths who uphold the bloody code. They weren't called rogues back then, though. Upright thieves they were. Knives in the fucking shadows. You can't be them. You're just trying to scare me. Like a bunch of Tottenham fans. Well, the captain of the dainty demolishers ain't so easily cowed. To hell with your bloody deceptions. Huzzah! Huzzah for my fallen comrades and Arsenal! So get fucking wrecked. Well, fuck me. I'm dead.
Deceptions? Aye! Anyone you meet could be a rogue, Captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. Arr. He's still breathing. Find some rope and string him up someplace in town. And now the job's done. Quite an introduction you had there. Welcome to Limsolomince's ever-churning underbelly, where the thieves shed their foreskins and become rogues. Arr. I'm sorry, I drank some rum, so arr. I'm not much for discussing the old days, but since it's come up, I might well clear up the confusion, arr. It was back when piracy was at its peak. The coves that protected the code were dambers, the best lads and lasses to be had from among the pirate crews. They bit back the goods from what was wrongly bitten, and came for the guilty under the cover of darkmans. Upright thief became the title for these coves that dealt in sanctions, stealing and millenar. It was only those that had cut out ties with a buccaneer's life that was accepted into the ranks, conflicting loyalties and all that. They confirmed their own guild, had even their own way of speaking, and what was once pirates was pirates no more. Later on, when Merwib took to the Admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. And there's a chair in the way. We became the Rogues Guild to mark the change, and altered our recruiting policy to accept venturers like yourself. But although the title is different, The job remains the same. Uphold the code and preserve the underground society that spawned us. Just as you've done with the assignment. Keep up the good work, Shadow the Hedgehog, and we'll make you a chief fry cook of the Krabby Patty in no time at all. Arr! I'm Mr Krabbs, me hearties. Arr! A fine evening to ye, Shadow the Hedgehog. And a fine evening it is for a spot of work, wouldn't you agree? Arr! This time round, it seems some eager buccaneers scampered aboard a local merchantman and made off with a shipment of muskets. Now, seeing as it ain't lawful to cloy from a Laminson vessel to begin with, the yellow jackets fell upon them daft coves before their boots was even dry. Aye, they caught the pirates right there on the docks, but the stolen boomsticks were nowhere to be found. Fenced in a longboat deal, I'm thinking. That's where our guild was officially contracted to receive the goods, which weren't really needful since the code would have led us to the job anyway, arr. You don't bite the penis of your fellow Laminsons and all that, arr. So, this is your assignment, me natty lad. Find out where the weapons went and bite them shipment back. And seeing as the cutters as hit the merchantman were already rotted in irons, you needn't rush in with your stabbers a-stabbing. I want this job handled quick and quiet, and I've the perfect partner to show you how it's done, arr. Wait, I have a burp. And there's the burp, me hearties. That's what happens when you drink beer while you're streaming. Arr? Come here, you fucking minge. This here is Vikeb the Stray. Ain't no other rogue that can match her in the arts of skulking.
A pleasure, you fucking minge.
There's some problem, Vikeb. You seem a bit out of sorts.
I'm bloody starving.
Starving for cock. I had one of them finger sandwiches set aside, you know, those egg-filled tasties that they make at the Bismarck. But when I got back from me work, it was fucking gone.
Uh-oh, the Vikebs. I thought it was Underfoot's. We'll just head out on the job, and I'll see if I can't turn up that missing sandwich by the time you return. Hear suspicious noises.
All right, Jack.
And one more little detail you should know. Them muskets was meant for the Yellow Jackets' armory, so once all is bob, you can hand the goods to one of their curls directly, arr. Quest accepted, me hearties, arr.
We can start whenever you're ready, Sebby. I've had a colleague keep a wattle out for naught that might help us. I suggest you have a few wids with her first. But first, I want to see you eat out this fucking minge. Gobble, 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 gobble. It's time for you to eat this pussy's pussy. Sorry, you'll find her at Harleen, posing as a fishmonger. Now fuck off.
Oh, hello there, sir. We've carp and trout, lobster and shrimp. But I hear you been looking for a special breed of fish. The long shiny kind that'll bark and put a bloke on his arse. We don't sell that kind here, but you might try them foreign merchants then. What were they called again? Traders of the Edge. They're hailed from the South Isle of Seas, and they're known for dealing in all types of nasty spitters and cutters. I should warn ye, these folks ain't one for questioning the source of their merchandise. In fact, they seem more than happy to pay for goods that come from below decks or so to speak, yar. But if you're keen on getting your hands on those rare fish, then your best hurry. The Edge merchant what was visiting Limsa is looking to load up and leave the city before long. Oh, fuck this accent. Just how means the transport is good for, I mean, you're a mystery. With all the oil blades, he got a nurse in his operation. Makes it hard for a girl to get closer to the eyeball of the competition, it does. I'll be sure to keep an eye peeled on your behalf. But it might you learn a little more than some of the folks around town. Fucking hell. Oh, that was really hard.
Traders of the Edge, eh? Well, if one of the merchants had been staying in the city, I'll fuck this camera angle, then someone will know something that points us in the right direction. The trick is to listen without being seen. You'd be surprised at how coals cackle when they think no one is about. We'll focus on places what see plenty of traffic. You can have the Bismarck, the ferry docks, and the East Hawkers Alley. I'll try me look at the other spots, then meet you in front of the guild when I'm done. Remember, keep hidden, keep quiet, and keep your wattles open. You fucking minge.
Oh my god. Is that Amy Rose?
Amy Rose! What are you doing here? You're not my girlfriend. Sonic is your girlfriend. I don't need women. I'm cool. I'm a loner. I can chaos control without you. Don't you oh no! Oh no! Love! My one and only weakness. I'm dead.
Geralf is hawking his wares to a customer. You have quite an eye for quality, sir. We have a splendid range of produce from every corner of Eotia. But one cannot simply visit Limsalominsa without sampling some of our local specialties. Would you care for some freshly squeezed Lanoskian orange juice? Or perhaps our famed salt cod is more to your taste? Geralf continues to espouse the virtues of his merchandise, but his impassioned urgings appear to have little relevance on your assignment.
What the fuck is this?
Riranaso is mumbling anxiously to himself.
Oi, curse my sense of duty. Would that I'd stayed at the wench for that extra point instead of returning early. I didn't ask to see anyone being bribed.
Oh, fuck me. I can't even mumble to myself in private.
And certainly not my relief pilot. I wonder what that merchant was about. Smuggling? Most likely. Should I report this to the Yellow Jackets? But what if I'm being watched? What if I'm being watched by Shadow the Hedgehog? I could end up face down in the bloody arbor.
Well, guess what?
Soyop! It was me all along. I heard everything. Ha 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 ha. And now you're dead. You're a dead man. You're a dead man, Riranasu. I heard everything, and I'm gonna tell them what you said. You'll end up face down in the harbor in no time. Chaos control. See you later, loser.
Diving Dove is grumbling in discontent.
Oh my god. The sneer on that customer's face. Does he think I can command the skillet to cook more swiftly just to meet his pressing departure schedule? I don't know how things are done in the South Seas, but here in Brisbane, here in Limsalominsa, folks appreciate that fine cuisine cannot be rushed. Come now, Dove. You must not speak ill of the patrons. Now, what was next on my list? Oh, yeah. Another finger sandwich for the dutiful sisters. Someone there must be rather fond of eggs. I don't know, that was my terrible Australian accent.
Welcome back, Sebby. I hope your skulking went well. You might be an angel of death with the daggers, but any rogue that shuns the shadows is headed for an early grave. A sneaky cove can nose about without risking a scrap, or slip himself in the best position to ambush a mark. Once they've seen you, though, your fun is done. Hiding is part concealment and part distraction, and you won't be disappearing on a cove that already knows you're there. Alright, I've done prattling. What you managed to learn about our musket-buying merchant friend? Slipping coin to a ferry pilot, was he? And by what I heard from that chief at the Bismarck, this trader means to hop the twig, and soon. That matches me own findings. He's vacated his rooms at the inn and paid his dues in full. Being a merchant, we can be sure he won't be leaving without his merchandise. So here's the plan. We wait for him to stack his goods on the pier, and then you ghost and grabble them firearms. I'm hoping we can get the job done quiet and under the cover of Darkman's, but it never hurts to be prepared for the worst. Sounds like he's got a small army of sellswords on the payroll. You fucking minge.
I smell a solo duty.
I've spotted the mark at the end of the pier. Sneak over there and lighten his load.
I will. But first, I'm going to drink my beer. Chaos control. All right. Otacon, I'm in. Huh? What was that noise? Ram? You're not supposed to be here! I thought I ordered my hirelings to keep this jetty clear! Huh? 1, 2, 3? There's something missing. My crate of muskets! It's gone! It was me, Solid Snake. Thief! Stop him, you useless sluggards! What am I paying you for? Let's go. Soyo!
Oh, I can only use these skills.
Oh, I see. Fine. Check this out then. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's my shift thing.
Good.
Thieves! Scoundrels! A bonus to the one who brings their hide!
Oh, this guy's tough. But not tough enough.
Soyo!
Slink past any other swads in your way and get them goods to the yellow jackets. I'll lead these calls a merry chase. Maybe in the front once the guilds are taken out.
Oh, wait, we should help her out here. Hang on.
Let's go. Soyo!
Aha!
Whatever you say, Merrow. Oi, these are our stolen muskets. The quartermaster will be pleased. Oh, he's a good guy. Oh, was that it? Was that it? That was so easy.
That turned hairy, didn't it? Almost as hairy as me fucking minge that you're eating out now. Once you reach the yellow jacket, though, the merchant called off his blaze. Is that fucking Tartaru in the background? Wise enough to cut his losses. I'll give you that. I'd say we're all done here. Let's head inside and tell Chak the bene news.
I heard the sounds of fighting coming from outside, and now I've widowed the cause of it. I thought you were aiming for the subtle on this job. Arr. That many swads was there, but you got the yellow jackets what they wanted, so all is well that ends well, me hearties. Arr.
You're on your way to becoming a first-class rogue, Shadow. And the job didn't exactly unfold as planned, but do you see the value of keeping out of sight? Skulking might seem slow, but it can save you time, and a fair amount of bleeding in the long run.
Arr. And speaking of unexpected developments, I've a bit of bad news for ye, VCAB. Arr. I searched high and low, but it seems some unprincipled cove has yaffoed your sandwich. And by that, I mean your minge. There were naught but crumbs to be found.
No! Me sandwich! It was a Bismarck special. Do you know how much I was looking forward to that fucking meal? Me belly's about to fucking cave in on itself, you fucking cunt.
Arr! 'Tis a tragedy of the highest order, and, I know I can't bear to see me rogues in such distress, arr. So, I gave Underfoot a special assignment, and he should be back any moment now, with a freshly made Bismarck special finger sandwich, me hearties, arr.
You did that for me? You're not japing with me, are you, Jack?
This ain't no japing matter. 'Tis a guildmaster's responsibility to see that all his coves and morts are the best for their field.
Well, fucking well, Jack. There you are. And I got that fucking sandwich you ordered. And didn't the chef give me a waddleful when I said I was in a fucking hurry? Maybe next time you could think twice before you eat your fellow rogue Oh. Balls.
Quay?
Jack, did you eat me fucking supper?
Now, lass. Let's not be hasty, There's a fresh new sandwich right here, so, no harm done, yar.
You've cloyed something that belonged to me, Jack. And I can't ignore the code.
Oi, the code! We mustn't ignore the code, but, you're having a laugh, aren't ye, lass? Lass? Arr!
That might be the swiftest bloody string-up that I've ever fucking seen.
A punishment to fit the crime. Take a good long look, Shadow. The code exists to preserve peace in Limsa, to keep the alleys from running red with blood. This city's me home, and I'll draw daggers on any cove fool enough to threaten that peace. A pointed fucking lesson. Anyway, let's head inside. Your sandwich will get fucking cold.
Hey! Do you mean to leave me here all night? At least give me a grand view of the harbour! God's piss, these ropes are tight. Fuck me. Arr. Arr.
Oh fuck, who's this character? Now we find ourselves indebted to the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild. The impropriety of it all. Would that I could see them occupying a cell next to those thieving pirates. Snoot. Now what I like about this story so far is that, I love that there is so much drama created over a sandwich.
Ow. Them ropes leave chafe marks for a bleeding week. I wish she hadn't struggled me up by the penis. Hoy, this bruising will take weeks to go away. And just think, they kept strung me up over an egg sandwich. Those coves what well and truly stomp on the code get it far worse. Keep up your training, lad, and you'll soon be handed out the rogue justice yourself. Arr.
Quest completed.
Arr, Sebby! Just the cunt I was hoping to see. We've some nasty trouble brewing. The client is on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling underfoot in the strain on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion, arr! Oh, God! Sorry! I'm a pirate! Arr! Arr.
Jack, the client's arrived, you fucking minge.
Our guest here comes from the Maelstrom Command, with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself. So you know, this won't be a simple job, unlike the blowjob you gave me in the back room, arr.
Stop right there, criminal scum. I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emaciated man stumbled onto one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claims that pirates raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on the black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. 'Twas a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now.
Fuck me. You think these pirates never even heard of the fucking code? Pillaging honest cunts and dipping their wicks into the slave trade. They're heading the right way for a good fucking stabbing.
Arr! Though it ain't set down in so many words, the code is notoriously unforgiving against those who raise weapons against the weak, arr. After all, the first pirates in these parts were cunts that were fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history, you risk becoming what it was that you hated the most, arr. So, you've a mark for us then?
That we do! From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate's crew in possession of an official privateering license. 'Twould appear, however, that privateering has been naught but a screen behind which they hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Leamington citizens have paid with their blood. And we've let it happen right under our very bloody noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing on our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention to inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so without with the utmost discretion. Oh shit.
Arr, consider it done! Unlike that line that you totally flubbed over there. When those nasty coves feel our short blades pricking into their penises, they'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. I'm sorry, that was just a spot of COVID. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be gone after the Jolly Merchants myself, arr. Underfoot, Vikeb, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigation and see what you can whittle about the culls that have already been sold, arr. Sebby, you're coming with me, and you'll be coming on me later, arr. I think you're ready for the next step of your education.
I'm scared. Go away. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god. Unileska, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god.
Arr! Shall we get after these slaving cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the jolly merchant man set sail from Aleport a few bells ago. And they might even board an imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the admiral's swads are. I reckon the rest of the crew will be back on land, looking to snap the shackles on a fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove me theory right, one of them jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping about the Ruffmans in Lower Lanoskier. There's a beanie cove at the Murrabee Dry Docks by the name of Swarsint that'll likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps the glazes keen for the guild. Head over!
Yeah, I know what you are. What can old Swarsint do for you? I'm walking here. You're hunting down the jolly merchant slavers. Well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks. When I spied an odd trio off in the distance, you know, this rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding this other bloke and this poor skinny lass. I seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being heard. And the last I saw, they were heading south. If what you're saying about this slavery business is true, then the jolly merchant ain't gonna walk his charges all the way to the market. Nah, he's got a boat waiting for him. And if I was a slaver heading south, my vessel will be hidden somewhere along the salt strand. Now that don't leave you much time, you fucking asshole. You said Jacke was on his way? Well, you best go on ahead. I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. I'm walking here.
Flying around at the speed of sound, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog in FF14 now. Look at me flying through this crystal place. Robotnik made this, and I also banged your mom now.
Oh, wait.
Swarsint came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks a charmer.
Well, sort of move, I told you. My peg-legged grandma was quicker than you miserable sacks of a shard. I'm sorry, I do declare. Or maybe you need another thrashing as that. You already forgot what happens when you try my generous patience, I do declare. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Please no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food and water. Then get on the boat and shutter your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side, I do declare. The other side? Oh gosh, where are you taking us?
Are you challenging me, or are you just a plain daft? I told you to keep your bleeding mouth shut, I do declare.
Oh, whimper, I'm sorry. Sob, I didn't mean to.
Leviathan scaly ass, she's a weeping again. Listen, we're heading to Aleport, all right, I do declare. Does that make you happy now? That's where me and the shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide on what gets us all to wear. You see, some buyers only want lads, while others are looking for lasses. As long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we ever did scrapping with the empires of war galleys. Not that you care about it, I suppose. What matters to you is you'll be loaded onto the jolly merchant man, sailed off to God's know where, and Limsa will be a distant memory. So if I was you, I would fill that empty belly with one last gobful of sweeter KFC chicken wings, I do declare. I'm sore tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. No, we'll let him guide his mates to Aleport, then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. The jolly merchants will get their due. Don't you worry about that. Arr. They've gone. You fucking minge. We'd best hurry to Aleport. Unless you've a quicker way. There's a ferry what leaves from Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you across the water, me hearty. Arr. Arr! Shadow! That jolly merchant's cove is still with his captives. Seems like they've taken a room under an alias. And it seems like you are sucking me pirate peg penis. Arr! Sucky long time. Here, hiding their operation in plain sight. Bold as brass eye, but it's an old slaver's trick. Even if some cull recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. Like how your mouth is getting boned by me right now. Arr, 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 arr. The rest of the crew just whistles all innocent like, while their mate is marched off to cry cockles. And ye can bet they've threatened bloody murder for any prisoner who raises a hue and a cry. Patience now, Colt. We'll just wait until we're sure that these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you better sharpen your stabbers and practice your blowjob technique, cause that's what you're doing on me. Fuck it. The joke is ruined. Arr. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope that there ain't any stragglers. Har. Listen closely, cunt. The merchants disguised as plain old venturers. They settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Aleport. How do we whittle which coves are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles that bingo swilling cull over yonder. Arr, what the fuck even language am I speaking at this point? Arr. Anyway, he's wearing lavender gloves. The same exact type what that nasty sod of the South Strand had on. That'll be how they find each other in the crowd. Course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards were staying. Just snouch the hopeless glazes of the company they keep, and ye can be sure that you found your mark. So, here's the job all laid out for ye. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and then get those captains their bleeding lives back. Does that sound alright, you fucking menge?
Stop right there, criminal scum. The storeroom door has been forced open. Some thieving stod will pay with his blood.
Or?
Well, they can't have gotten far. Best get the lads to do a sweep of the port. Gosh.
Oh, fuck me. Was that Merchant Cove gulping pilfered ale? You think they'd be doing their best not to draw attention to themselves, whole thing considered. And now we got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about, looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around in the Darkmans, I've a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then, if the patrol even never knew that we was here. Sorry, I'm a bit drunk, that's why I can't do these lines correctly. We'll slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use the telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent coals there, as mind, so let's not try and stab any that don't deserve it. I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets, so I'll let you take the lead. After you, Shadow the Hedgehog. Chaos Control. Our marks are behind the doors up ahead. Don't let the yellow jackets see you, ya fucking minge.
Ahar! Boo! I'm a ghost! Boo! This door is opening and closing by itself. There's a ghost! Boo!
Oi! Get out of me face, hard!
No. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Otacon, I'm in.
Demon-spawned wretches, you will all die.
But how did ye... Arr! Oh! You literally killed me in front of everyone else, and none of us noticed. Arr! Well, I suppose it's just like... Just another day in Limsalominsa. Arr!
Let's continue. I like how I was visible the whole time that happened. I was visible the whole time, mate.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh. Is that Nashu? Hey, I'm walking here.
Well, that looks like it's the last of them. And you didn't even need me help, Arr! Back in the shadows. Snake. So up. Hands off the merchandise. I know one cuts into our fucking profits. Arr! Where do these cunts spring from? Get at them, Sebby! Arr! Arr!
Easy. All in a day's work for a handsome little hedgehog.
Sweet up!
You can't beat me, you cunt. Watch this. Boom. My gear will outlevel any of you.
Arr!
Duty complete.
Arr! Not a bad night's work, eh, Sebby? The maelstrom will be taking care of those poor culls we freed, and I made sure that none of the merchants who we downed are likely to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantman, well, our crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. No, we'll be putting our decks in their poop hole! Right, me natty lad, our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters, arr.
Excuse me, are you the ones who freed us?
Aye! Was there something else we could do for ye, miss? Perhaps we could put our deck in your poop? I'm sorry, that was a bit of a pirate humor, arr. The maelstrom swads will take you home, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh no, Look, I just wanted to say thank you. Little cat bow. If I may, there was one other thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. Was something about another raiding party that hadn't made it back yet.
I beg your pardon?
It seemed they'd be hunting for slaves in western Linoskia, and being so close to Aleport, our captor assumed that they were out rounding up chattel until the last bell. Oh, fuck. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there nothing you can do?
There certainly is, miss. You get yourself safely home and leave this stray pack of jackals to us, arr.
I will pray for your success. Thank you again. And if you ever want a blowjob, well, my door is always open.
Arr! I'll be cashing in on that blowjob later on, you can guarantee that, arr. I'll send word of this development to the Underfoot and the Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants, arr. By the way, how's your throwing arm, Sebby? I think it's time that you learned how to fling a proper blade. Sorry. Anyway, when you're out in the wide open roughmans, you often find the need to sting a cove from a distance. And I'm sure that a canny lad like yourself can figure out all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind for when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. I'm sorry, that dialogue was a bit rough, but it's all in the nature of a pirate. I'm still a good guy. Action learned, throwing dagger.
Even though I already had it because I job boosted this.
Those last few jolly merchant bastards must be camped out somewhere in western Linoskia. Now, if I was a black-blooded, gill-grubbing slaver, where would I be hiding? There's nothing to the west but the Sahagan pools, and even those bollocks for brain pirates know better than to trespass on fishback territory. And they won't want a chance running into patrols near Aleport, so that just leaves us east. The flock? Aye, they'll likely be nestled down in the ruins out there amongst the dodos. And that is where we will pick up their trail. You head over to the Snilch place while I send word to the Sisters of the Maelstrom and I try to sober up, because I've had a bit too much rum. Arr.
Wait, I'm unattuned? I finished Endwalker 9 months ago. Should I have been attuned to that already by now? That's bad. When you haven't attuned someone to Realm Reborn, that's really fucking bad. That's embarrassing. Holy shit.
Oh,
No, wait, different voice. Ooh, I can't. I got a limited number of female voices, alright?
fuck's sake. Thank you for freeing us. We've been tied up here since those awful pirates snatched us away from our beds. That's not Scottish, but whatever.
Those are some interesting looking dodos you got there, Sebby. No sign of the merchants, though, eh?
The leader mentioned heading over to Aleport. He said something about there being no signal. That there was a signal that something was wrong. They left us hobbled here like lambs for the market. One of them japed about keeping the meat unsullied in case there was trouble. Pray, let us free this place before they return.
And who are you to sidle in and set loose our hard-won prizes? I'm Mr. Question Marks, and I don't have a name. Why would I?
Oh! Who are you? 'Twas the damnedest thing! We'd have a crew lodging in Ailport, and not one of them survived the night. Done in by a couple of sneaky curs what favor the short blades, they say. I'm supposing it was you two. Seems you have a bone to pick with our trade. I can't say I've had much use for slavers, except there's a place to bury me knives. Ho ho ho! And I wouldn't bother yourself with waiting on a ship to come back neither. The jolly merchants are done for. Ha 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 ha! Well, you might have the right of it, lad. But then you wouldn't know the kind of coin that 3 healthy slaves like them are gonna bring us. I'll have a new ship and a new crew before a single moon has passed. You hear that, chattel? You're each worth a shining fortune. And you have me to thank for helping you learn your true worth. Ignore that, bleating sod. In fact, why don't you step back a ways? These coves are about to learn the consequence of breaking the code, and the discussion is about to get messy. What? You didn't think we'd come for ye? You can try and stifle your victim's screams in the dark man's, but the shadows are always listening. It's Morbin time! Arr!
Oh, yeah?
I like my slaves with a bit of fight. You'll fetch a grand price in the 5 points. Shut your fucking face and use your steel, arr. Cause I'm Jack, I'm a pirate, arr.
Alright, we'll take out the ads first. Maybe that's the way.
So you're...
Yeah, you're March Waker. March Waker, bang. Take out you as well. Beep. We'll let Jack take on this cunt.
Arr, me hearties. Ya fucking bitch. So you're... That's it. It's bloodless time.
Oh, I see. Oh my god, we got dodos?
Good. Keep your distance and your skewer from afar. Throw the bloody daggers at them. Unless you job boosted your character, in which case you are dramatically overleveled and overgeared for this fight. Arr. Arr, die you fucking dodos. Arr. Dodos go extinct again. Arr. We brought them back for Final Fantasy and we killed them again. Arr. Bane, save us the searching. Come here, you fucking ninjas. Arr. Arr. And what about you? Oh, you're good guys. Okay. Underfoot is here to get fucking underfoot. Or at least I would have if there wasn't a fucking cunt left standing. You fucking minge.
Well, this is a fine pile of quarrons. It's fucking nothing for us to do.
Arr, no scraps for latecomers. And get your lines right, you fucking minge. Arr. Ah.
Oh, thank you. I shudder to think what horrid fate awaited us if you hadn't helped us escape.
Oh, I knew someone would come. You're just like the heroes in the stories. My face is really weird. They always arrive at the perfect time and triumph over the villains. Do you think that I could be a hero like you? I could be brave and strong. I know it. Arr, you don't want to be like me, lad. You're a wee fucking simp. Arr. Alright, listen up, you cunt. Me and the coves over there, we're the ones that the scary folk are afraid of. And that's 'cause we keep the rules for the world they live in. We don't care much if you shirk your chores or get into fights. But if you break the code and betray your mates, then that's when we'll come after you. No matter how far you run or how far you hide, we'll hunt you down and we'll bum you. Oh, jeez! Dar, live your life like the hero you want to be, though, and you needn't never worry about that. Now get out of me sight, you disgust me.
Nani?
What the fuck are you two laughing at? You want me to bum you in your sleep? Cause that's how you get bummed in your sleep.
I assume that you are the citizens who were abducted by the Jolly Merchants. I'm Captain Milala of the Yellow Jackets. Maelstrom Command has entrusted me with conducting you to safety.
Quay?
It's alright, lad. These folks will take care of you. Go on, get fucked.
Oh, jeez.
What else is there, Captain? Word on a new job?
A job? From me? For you? How patently absurd! Why, I'd rather hire a sewer rat to mind my larder. So fuck you.
Arr?
Was it during one of your jobs that you turned Aleport into a slaughterhouse? What dark age is this that we must employ assassins to enforce the bloody law? It is this continued dalliance with the underworld miscreants such as you that prevents Limsa from ever fully expunging the stain of piratical infection. Look at these weapons you bear. A civilized person uses such implements to carve meat or peel fruit and leaves them at a table where they bloody belong. Do you perhaps clench them between your teeth as you swing over rails like the pirates you hunt? Our fair city has no place for those who refuse to abandon the brutish ways of the past. The only champions of justice this nation requires are the valiant and forthright soldiers of the Yellow Jackets. Jack, what the fucking hell does this cunt want with us?
I don't have the foggiest idea, love. Just smile and nod.
I've not come here to be patronized. I've come to put a decisive end to piracy in all its forms. Consider this visit a gauntlet thrown down at the collective feet of the Rogues Guild. Ahem. Heed well my words. Just before dawn this very morn, a maelstrom vessel stocked with provisions was boarded and looted by pirates. Much of the cargo is stolen, and that is vexing indeed. But it is the theft of 3 items in particular, 3 unique treasures of nigh incalculable worth, that most distresses my martial colleagues. As for the brigands, they made well their escape, disappearing into the dawn's mist along with their precious plunder.
A rum tale. And what the fuck has it got to do with us?
I challenge you! A contest to reclaim the stolen treasures! Should my Yellow Jackets and I succeed in retrieving the greater share, I shall formally propose the abolition of the Rogues Guild. Upon review of our achievements, the Admiral will surely concede that your unscrupulous institution has outlived its usefulness.
Ah, blow it out your fucking minge. I've better ways to spend me time.
Oh, do you now? This incident constitutes theft against the nation of Limsa. Does that not violate your beloved code? If I am not mistaken, you've no choice but to rise to the occasion. Unless, of course, you mean to slink back into your hole and abandon the fundamental precepts of your duty.
All right, you screeching shrew. You made your bloody point. And you'll be sorry you did. I promise you that.
Your paltry promises amount to naught in the face of my conviction. I shall not rest until Limsa is free of every last buccaneer, scoundrel, and shadow-dwelling ne'er-do-well. Lalafell noises.
So, what now, Jack? For right now, we head back to the sisters. Har. Chaos control. For a wee lass, that Milala's got some bollocks. And I've got my bollocks in your face right now. Arr, suck away on them. And it seems that she's well done with aught what whiffs of pirate stock. Her, I don't take kindly to Cole's pulling me strings, but the shrew is right. The code's been broken, and we've got a job to do. Just like the job you're doing for me right now. Sucky long time. For the sound of it, though, them coves knew what they were about to... fuck me when they cloyed their treasures. I'll need you at your best. Who cares? It's time you learn the art of mugging. Rough up a Cole in just the right way, and he'll give up more than what you need if you just plain knock him on his arse. Me and the lads will be busy whittling the story of them bitten baubles, so you're free to head out and sharpen your skill. Might even be as well was that a fucking rat? Might as be some pocket some extra blunt while you're at it, you fucking minge. Now, fuck off. Fekeb is late to the feast, so I'll make sure we're all on the same page for now. When you get down to it, we have 2 goals for this job. Bite them back the 3... Sorry, I've still got COVID-R. You bite back the 3 treasures, and you mill the coves what cloyed them in the first place. You can be sure that the yellow jacket shrew will be doing her damnedest to beat us to our marks. And seeing as the fate of the guild is at stake, we best not drag our scrotums in the sand. I say we grapple the baubles before she's even lifted the anchor, and give her proper reason to rage against the machine,
Well, fuck me. You seem awful keen on this contest all of a sudden, Jack.
Oi, well here's the thing. I sent me a grievance to the thalassocracy regarding the shrew's challenge, but them paper shufflers don't care a whit as long as one of us gets the job done, So I figured I'd sail with the wind, rather than against it. Besides, we wouldn't want to shirk our duties and force poor Captain Milala to blunder about in the scary Darklands now, would we,
Well, how very fucking gentlemanly of you, you fucking minge.
Tar! Well, them cards are what we've been dealt, ain't they? Now store your quips, and let's hear what you've learned about the bloody treasures already, me hearties,
Aye, the fucking treasures. According to the manifest of that maelstrom vessel, we're looking to bite back the Cerulean Star, the Silver Sorrows, and something called the Black Sarcophagus. Aside from the fancy fucking names, I was able to whittle a few more details. The Cerulean Star, for starters, is a big old blue diamond that shines, well, I don't know, like a fucking star, you fucking minge. What do you fucking think I am? Then, we got the Silver Sorrows, a pair of earrings that once graced the wattles of a Sultan of Uldar. There's a tale there, but it's fucking boring, so shut up. Lastly, this Black Sarcophagus. I'm afraid that one remained a mystery, no matter how much I poked and prodded your mum's ass. In any case, all 3 of those trinkets were recorded as spoils from an official privateering fucking raid. Yeah, as you know, a pirate usually sells his plunder through a reliable fence. Sometimes, though, holding an auction is the only way to offload goods? Oh, fuck me. What is too extravagant, or just too fucking rare for the average cunt to deal in? Our 3 wondrous treasures fell into the auction-only category. When the bidding began in Aleport, the thalassocracy weighed in with its ample purse, made some unmatchable offers, and organised a tub for the merchandise to be shipped back to fucking Limsa.
Arr! And that's when our marks swooped in and picked their transport clean. I had a few words with them maelstrom sailors that survived the attack, and they pointed their finger at the grinning curs. Problem is, not one cull has seen hide nor hair of the curs, not to mention their bloody ship since the fucking raid.
I'm sorry I'm late, Jack, but you'll want to hear this. Some of the cargo that was cloyed from that transport was found during a routine inspection of the Lathagran checkpoint.
Lathagran? Have the curs made a landfall then? And what are the treasures? Any mention of them?
Nothing that I've heard, but the jackets ain't done shaking out all the boxes just yet.
I'm sorry I drank a lot of rum. Then we better get eyes out there quick like. Sebby, Jason Statham, you're fresh for a run, aren't ye?
Damn fucking straight I am. Cunt. What are you fucking looking at? I'll race you to that fucking checkpoint, you fucking minge.
So you're...
Quest accepted.
I won the race, you cunt. You owe me a fucking pint. Japes aside, though, looks like VKeb was right about the fucking cargo. From what I've been able to catch from those swans at the gate, seems like a peddler was boned for carrying goods that was known to be aboard the fucking transport. They carted the poor sod away in chains, but the cargo itself is still here. I saw a pair of cunts carrying boxes up that wooden ramp. Listen up, you fucking hedgehog. We need to know what's in those fucking crates. Probably some compound V. I get the feeling they won't open their gans for the asking, though. Not while this fool's challenge is going on. Do you think you can skulk over there, see what they found those fucking treasures? Good. Now fuck off.
Let's get down to business. The yellow jackets are discussing the contents of your mum's panties.
Oi, this is all junk. No diamonds, no earrings, ain't no bloody black sarcophagus. Looks like we'll have to lend... fuck me, the script for... Blah, 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 NPC dialogue, and it fucking sucked. Get out of here. Fucking hate you. So, they found nothing of value. Bene. Thought we lost the contest before we even properly started. But be that as it fucking may, something don't add up. Why would you order a coal to carry the goods through the checkpoint? No smuggler is that fucking daft, surely. And even if some miracle of the gods you squirm through the Lithagran without raising a fuss, why would you risk taking merchandise back to the city what you fucking cloyed it from? No, there's a bigger picture here, and we need to take a fucking step back to see it. Assuming these cunts hired a peddler to do their work, there'll be someone in the shadows that brokered the deal. And I just happen to know a cunt who makes his business to oversee these kinds of shady arrangements. The thing is, this black marketeer bloke charges his haunts depending on how the breeze blows. Quite literally, in fact. I seem to recall the navigator's veil being shifted by a westerly this fucking morning. Oh, fuck me. Alright, Tiller's Rest. Nice and close. Why don't we go and ask him a few fucking questions before we head back to his guild? Let's go. Cunt. I pride myself on memory of faces, but yours is unknown to me. Are you an honest customer or an inquisitive annoyance? I must be sure of your intentions.
Oh, well, I will kill your friends. How about that? How about that? Was that good enough?
The dance is old, but the name is new. Put away your daggers, rogue. I have peddled my wares to your kind since the upright thieves stalked the night. Speak. What would you have of this humble merchant? So, still tormenting the cults, eh, Grandad? We come for information on a smuggling job, you cunt. There was this peddler that was caught at Lithagran checkpoint, moving merchandise for the grinning curs. Pleaded innocence, even when he had the fucking screws on him. You wouldn't know anything about that deal, would you? Every last sordid detail. Not a single grain of stolen sand passes through the shadows without my knowledge, my brother. But such prickly wisdom lodges tightly in one's throat. What have you brought to ease the pain of its passage? Oh, spare me the fucking theatrics, Grandad. Here's your fucking money. The sum is paid. The deal is made. May my answer sate your fickle hunger. Your hapless peddler was indeed innocent. He was but a beast of burden employed by associates of the grinning curs. Likely knew naught of his freight's tainted nature. A pawn, if you will. A convenient decoy. There are those amongst my acquaintances who specialize in providing such services. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. The curs wanted that coal to get caught. Now the jackets have had their fucking taste. They'll waste their time yaffling every shit pie that comes what they're through their fucking checkpoints, you cunt. Meanwhile, the real treasures are hidden away in the dark man's, along with the grinning curs. Not the dark man's, Master Rourke. The mist. Aside from the traveling merchant, the curs associates have spent coin on another piece of this little game. A navigator. One who has practiced in piloting a vessel through the Doxies pool. The Doxies? Oh, fuck me. The gods only know his ship sailed into that fog soup and never come out again. And that's why you say the curs are gone to ground. Wait a fucking minute. There's a trick that took some bollocks. Once their hunted tub was sitting dimber in the mist, though, it would have been easy to have these associates of theirs ferry their junk goods to Lenoskia. Then the canny coves just needed to wait for the fucking pillar to get boned and draw the glaze of the yellow jackets inland. Fuck me. We need to strike now, and as soon as they learn the coast is clear, they'll flee for the open waters. A fair appraisal of events. Now you know the location of your marks, however. It will not be so difficult to track them down. The Doxies pool was once an impenetrable shroud, but ever since the calamity, the mists are far less constant. Narrow your search to the heaviest banks. You will soon uncover those who wish to remain unseen. But now, a warning. The mist conceal other dangers besides the dogs you seek. A careless step may land you upon the chopping block, my brother. The chopping block? Wait a minute. You can't mean... Alright. Seems I found myself another lead to look into. You hurry on back to Jack. Tell him what we learned so far. Now fuck off.
About time, lad. You was gone so long, I almost sent the stray after ye. What happened to Underfoot? So, our marks and their bitten baubles are snug inside of Doxie's pool. I'll not discount the old man's warning, but we may not have been our chance to crash the curs and grabble them treasures. We aboard their ship right now. You, me, and VCab. I suppose we'll be needing ourselves a tub for the voyage. I'll have woods with Swarsnint, and I'll see what the dry docks can spare us by way of a ship and a reliable crew.
Let's get down to business, boys.
Right. None have seen us so far. Let's get to work. Arr. I'll sink me stabbers in the captain. The two and back are ye's.
Follow me, Sebbywebz.
Oh, fuck! I'm not invisible anymore.
Psyop!
Oh, suck my backstab. Oh. Wow, what an idiot. She stabbed from the front. I'm better than her at this game.
Come on off! Psyop!
You idiot! You aggroed them all at once, you dumbass! Why did you do that?
Oh well, it's fine. I don't know how you found us, but they'll never get us here. My heart is. Big pulls is standard. Good.
You slippery bastards. Let's see how quick you are, you fucking minge. Open the cage. Let the growler off his fucking chain.
Rot-row. Alright, we'll take this fucker out. It's alright, I'll tank him. I'm tanking, boys. It's alright, I boosted, so it's fine. I boosted. Here, I'll just spam all my cooldowns. How about that? There we go.
Psyop! Darn, get fucked, me hearties.
Right, the captain's the only one left. And he's gone.
Duty complete. Jack, I found me one of them treasures. Unless there's another fist-sized blue diamond on board, it's got to be the cerulean star. As for them other two baubles, I tossed the cabins and been through the old by ilm. Ah, fuck me, I can't even read this fucking dialogue.
Har! Well, we'll just have to ask, oh sweet, like, won't we? Spit it out, cunt! Where are you keeping the rest of your treasures?
Ha! You think I'd spill my guts for the likes of you, you bloody rogue?
Har, maybe you wouldn't do that. But what about this partner you're working with?
Oh? We don't need a partner. Gosh.
So, you're telling me this is all your own idea? You woke up one day and decided that you would attack a maelstrom transport right off the coast of Ailport, then disappear into the loving embrace of the Doxy's Pull. Arr! Oh shit, I nearly fell off my chair. Arr, 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 but it's fine. Not exactly your style, is it? The grinning curs are too bleeding famous for being the crew that turned their snouts up at privateering in favor of keeping to the old ways. Arr. You've only escaped the yellow jacket's grip this long by crawling on your bellies and snatching scraps that fell off the table. You ain't the type to sink your teeth into a Navy-owned vessel, no matter the prize.
Oh, gosh. Well, maybe there's no profit in being cautious anymore. The age of pirates is coming to an end. Melwib won't be stopped. Not by a piddling crew like mine. And that's why we've thrown our lot in with the executioners. The Blue Rock was just our share of the loot. Scraps from the table, like you said. If you want the other trinkets, then you'll have to take it up with our new mates.
One job at a time, lad. First, we need to get these stinking coves and their tub back to the docks. Arr. Well, well, well. What have we got? The three little bears. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and little baby bear sitting on the right over here. Well, guess what, you minges? I'm going to eat all your porridge. And putting aside the issue of who gave the orders, there's no doubt that this was the Coves as raided that Maelstrom ship. Now, for a punishment that fits the crime.
I was informed that a certain well-known pirate ship was spotted weighing anchor at the Moraby dry docks. I'm assuming this was your work?
Hi, you missed all the excitement, Captain, but never you mind. The Cerulean Star is back and bobbing our sneaky little fambles.
Well, harumph, and other English noises. And these must be the grinning curs.
Degenerate fiends!
How dare you ply your filthy trade in Leminson waters? How many innocent sailors were massacred that you might sate your vile avarice? Every one of your kind ought to be lined up and shot. A musket ball is the only answer for this rampant display of lawlessness.
Now wait a minute, you fucking minge. Do you mean to just execute them here on the bloody docks? At least take the buggers into custody first.
Handing them over for your lawful punishment will satisfy the demands of the code just as well. We've already got the answers to our questions, so feel free to take them away. Do not presume to give me orders. Wait. Oh, wait. Was that his line? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so in charge that I'm going to be reading your script as well. And you only managed to capture these villains and their ill-gotten treasure by employing unsavory and unconscionable means. Why, you're nothing more than pirates yourselves. You don't even deserve to read your own dialogue. I'm going to do it for you. Oh, these grinning bastards are not worth a true pirate's spit. Ha! The upright thieves was formed to protect us from ourselves. And now they're just hunting dogs for the bloody admiral. Melwib yanks the leash, and another buccaneer disappears. You rogues are traitors to your own bloody kind. If it hadn't been for you,
Go on then. Blame me and the Coves for your own failures. You knew what was about when you defied the code. You knew that we'd be after ye. So we're done here. Arr.
There are still 2 treasures left, rogue, and I mean to claim them both.
I'd reconsider this contest of ye's, Captain. Turns out this fish we're trying to hook is a shark, and it might just swallow ye whole. Like in the movie Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Richard Dreyfuss. Arr. 'Twas a great movie, which you should watch sometime. Har! Betty work on that ship, Sebby. First blood is ours. How'd you take to fight in a sea? There are a few that can drop an opponent as quick as a rogue. Is that a fucking Pokemon in the background? Arr! But don't mind you exhaust yourself just flailing your blades at the tougher coves. And that goes double for when you have mates at your flanks. If you notice yourself starting to flag, there's nothing wrong with pulling back from time to time and staggering your attacks with each to keep the pressure on, me hearties. Is this a fucking puppy dog on the table? Or anything goes in the rogue's den? I've said it all afore, Coat, but I'll need you sharp enough to carve steel for what's to come. I'm afraid this will be more of a challenge than even what's a little shrew was bargained for. That's assuming the curs wasn't lying about the executioners. And the executioners, who I bloody think they are. Twixt you and me, though, I'm hoping the name is just some laughable coincidence, but it most definitely is not. Because that would make for the more interesting story, me hearties, Ahoy there, Sebby! What a massive amount of time you spent between that last time we spoke. And that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough, what with the Malala ports snapping at our heels, but we managed to grabble that first trinket without too much of a fuss. Biting back them 2 other treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who, we're up against. Behold the cutscene. Alright, ya fucking minge. We've 2 baubles left on the list. The Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Now let's see what we're at.
Oi, where'd Perimu go?
Underfoot? He'll still be looking to whittle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I be doing some digging to me own in this executioner allies of the grinning curs, and I'm afraid the name were no coincidence. Listen up, Shadow the Hedgehog. You've heard of the bloody executioners, I've hoped. It seems the curs was feeding from the famble of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers, This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats. With Limsa, the bloody executioners wield a power and influence second only to Admiral Big Tits herself. There was none too fond of Merylwib or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire what eventually convinced them to play nice with a thalassocracy, however the fuck you pronounce it. But the pirates ain't one to play nice for long. Now that Hillfire ain't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show the cracks, All the strongest captains and lieutenants began to form their own factions, and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to sail. Amongst these new factions, holy fucking shit, this is a lot of dialogue, for fuck's sake. Turns out the reformists they call themselves was one that called the grinning curs under their wings,
Which means they've got possession of the last 2 treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumours around town say that, even for the executioners, these coves are bloody and ruthless, and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Malala's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on coming to blows with them, if they ever come after us.
Large or small, it don't matter. They broke the code when they hit the maelstrom tub. The grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor sudden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job to the end, and that means biting back them treasures and handing out proper justice as they deserve it.
But Jack,
shut your fucking face, you fucking mange! With all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction toe ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, them reformers buggerers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether, Now, it's time we got to work. Sebby, you're to track down our black market contract. Fuck you. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Realm Reborn levels of dialogue bloat. R. Efficiency is not in the name. There's kobolds. Now go kill him before I spew another 5 fucking pages of dialogue. R. Get out of me, country. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Alright. Aha! Some more weird arseholes here. Can I kill you? Okay, thank you. Whee! Alright, we'll kill these cunts. Whee! Whee! Aha! Oh! A handy blade for each hand! Misa stupid!
Welcome to the House of Sticks, young rogue. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which I might relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest?
Yeah, here's a chili dog. Wait, I'm Shadow. Here's a chili dog.
A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid. The deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. This faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures. The earrings better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is set to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer? A moneyed merchant from the gold sands of Uda. The earrings will be out in open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction if I were so inclined, as the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased the self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall.
This guy's really intense. I love voice acting this guy, man. This guy rules. Welcome back, Sebby. What information did the old man have on the bloody reformists? Looking to unload them earrings, are they? Ah, and to unload on nonetheless. Can't say I'm surprised to hear that the buyer's from out of town. You won't find many Limonsons willing to melt coin on aught them coves are selling. Only the daftest of souls will go about funding them as a means to pull down the Admiral. Arr. Eh? One of Milana's lackeys arrived at the house before. How did they know? Arr, them curs we captured must have cackled during the shrew's interrogations. We'll just have to assume that the yellow jackets know what we know. And that means best getting our asses to Costa del Sol right bleeding now.
I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Seb can wait here for Perimu. You fucking minge.
Oi, V-Keb! What in the hell is she playing at? After her lad, she knows this ain't a solo job. After the blowjob you're gonna give me tonight, arr! Sucky sucky long time, arr!
I told you to wait at the guild. I don't need... Well, I might be able to use a little hedgehog eating out me fucking minge. Gobble, 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 gobble. Jack has it in his mind, set on punishing the executioners. But me? I just want to skulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckoned if I could manage that with none the wiser, they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing me daggers, you know. It ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of the underworld honor won't stop them bloody killers from cutting me mates' throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place that offer to take in a pirate stray like me, and I'll not see it burnt to the ground. The deal's about to start. Say your wid when you bend to head in. Good. Alright, here's what we know. The rich merchant that's come over from Uldar is some old mate of Master Gegaruju, the cull as owns Costa del Sol. Gegeruju has taken his guards and dancundels and pranced off down the beach someplace, giving use over the entire resort to his friend. Seems she didn't want an audience for a bargain with the reformist, which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they're busy haggling over the price, then snatch the sorrows and up the twig before they realize that something's amiss. Sound like a plan?
It does.
There, the players have arrived. The reformist coin counter and the Uldan buyer are setting up on the southeast platform. The earrings ought to be nearby. Hang about, you fucking minge. Who are all these cunts? The place was supposed to be empty. I see some nasty-looking blokes in Uldan garb. Are those mammoths? That merchant brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gone and got ahead of myself. I should have realised the job would never be that easy.
I'm gonna assume this is Jason Statham.
Right, listen up, you cunt. We'll have to mill a few of those bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through a forest of blades, should you get caught sneaking up on those narrow walkways, you cunt. Oh, fuck, it's me, Jack. Jack? Oh, I thought
I stow your excuses, love. I knew full well what you were about. Yeah, I can't even speak English anymore because I'm so drunk on the rum. You started going soft on us, though. And that's like losing one of me arms. I can't take on the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only 'cause I get rogues like you and Underfoot and Shadow the Hedgehog here that guilds can take jobs that it does. When our coves walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates who do the trembling, Remember that, you fucking cunt. We ain't some two-gill robbers what piss their breeches when the daddle's caught in the honeypot. We're knives in the darkmans, and no bastard wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us,
I see you've not changed your mind, then. You'll need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise that man will be there when you fucking need them.
Biddy! Now let's carve a path to that platform and bite back them earrings. Vakib, you hie yourself down the docks in the case Marks escaped during the fighting, Shadow the Hedgehog, you and me will split up and mill the guards as we go. It's them puppets that concern me the most. I suggest you crash them little buggers before they can spring any rum fun. Creep in as close as you dare, and then give them a good solid clout from behind. It's not the most original strategy, but it worked in Metal Gear Solid 1. Once you're done with the first group, slip back in the shadows and move on to the next. There ain't nothing to it, but to do it. That was a rap song that was popular in the 90s. Now I'll head back while you start from the front. Let's wrap this up before the Jackes blunder in and scare off our marks, and other associated pirate noises.
Oh my god. This is shocking. Sorry, this is abysmal.
Running around at the speed of sound. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'll kick your ass now.
Aha! Suck that, mammoth. Suck my dick. Why the rush? Because I'm Shadow and I'm not as fast. Wait, Shadow is as fast as Sonic, isn't he? Alright. This is the way. Wait. Wait. Wrong music.
It's just like my Japanese anime. Oh.
Is that Marvin the Martian? This way, maybe. No? This way. No?
What? Where? Where the It's just like my American Pixars. Where the fuck do I go then?
Well, speak with Vakib and steal the Silver Sorrows. Well,
Where?
this way? Ladder? No, I can't go up it. Do I have to go back to the beginning? Oh. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll sprint.
Fuck camouflage. It's over. Camouflage is done. We're just going sprint. Let's see if she's back at the beginning. You know what, Novel? There's only one way to find out, because I've explored the rest of this fucking level. Cat's Foo, welcome in. Time to pull the whole dungeon. Whee! 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 Hey, look, Ma! I'm pulling the whole dungeon! Whee! Ah! Whoops. Uh-oh. Whoa! This is not the way. Sayop! Ah! Kill them all! Kill them all! I'll kill every single one of you. That's alright, we'll kill them all. No. Novel, you're wrong. You're wrong. Mods, can we ban Novel?
No, well, this level's fucking bullshit, man.
It's ridiculous. Oh, this guy's a tough cunt. No, he's not. He's easy.
Wait, I have to kill them? I have to kill them. No, it says speak with...
Oh, it does say defeat the bodyguards. It does.
No, it says speak with her and get the... Oh, fuck. What's the point of stealth then?
Oh. Imagine reading the fucking descriptions of the thing, man. Imagine reading that. Why would I ever do such a thing? Why would I ever do that? I'll get fucked. Oh. God.
Rogues? No one mentioned anything about rogues. Oh, jeez. What do you think you're doing? I'm conducting business transactions on behalf of the bloody executioners. Don't you understand what that means? Don't you know what they'll do? Aye, I'm all affrighted. Strange, then, that you're the one who's shaken. It don't matter to me who you work for. Your bosses broke the code. You broke the rules. Now pull out all your pubic hair. Those be the silver sorrows, then. I'm sure you paid a caravan of coin for them shiny baubles, and I doubt they're worth your life. So let's have them, then. Oh, jeez, wait a minute, damn you. You should know that this personage is an extremely influential member of the East Aldenide Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not want you to desire you to damage Limsa's relations with Eldar. Oh, shit!
Yes, exactly. I'm a very high-placed in Eldar society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased if you were to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand, the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon the Sultan Nanasha by her champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and we'd lost hope of ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them is a miracle. The return of these trinkets will be, well, I mean, that is to say, the Sorrows must be returned to Eldar. Can you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride?
Dar, you must think of me as some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why the sneaking and consorting with the pirates are?
An excellent point. One might doubt the quality of your character if you were to continue with these feeble fabrications, for I'm Mr. Question Marks and I have no name. Oh, it's me. Oh, I see. You need only entrust those earrings to me, should you truly wish to see them return to Uldar, that is. After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that the bid on the Sorrows in the first place.
Bit late, aren't you, Captain? I think you'll agree that this round belongs to us.
On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant of Uldar. I come bearing an official order of seizure, authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Costa del Sol is private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Gugurujumu, Guguruguru. These suspects will be taken into Yellow Jacket custody. And do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me.
Dar! The hell is take that canary-coloured harpy? We might as well hand her things to her on a velvet cushion.
I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformists won't be giving it up without a fight.
Aye, you do that, Betty. Ah, fuck. How I don't even know what pirate language this is anymore. Get out of me sight.
Ah, there you are. You left before offense had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Udan merchant has acquiesced to our request and surrenders the Silver Sorrows into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist accountant and will be holding him for further questioning.
Well, bravo! Born in the associate of the bloody executioners. You Yellow Jackets don't flinch from your duty. I'll give you that, har. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements from the underworld, har.
I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge, and that Marketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. 'Tis true that I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. It is the fading era of piracy which I mean to consign to the history books. And that chapter will never fully be closed until every pirate-spawned relic, including you and your bloody guild, become a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright, these are the words by which the Yellow Jackets live. It is the manner in which we protect Limsa. I swore an oath on the grave of my sisters. No more shall the innocent suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers and these unrepentant killers.
Har! And a grand oath it is. Me, I've got me fambles full just keeping the code intact. But the code is a kind of oath, too, when you get down to it. And since I've sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting ye trample all over me or my coves. In fact, you'd be better off giving it now before matters get proper serious. Sorry, I just remembered a funny joke that a pirate told me in a party last week. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that.
Your audacity knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim the last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. Fuck you! It doesn't matter that I flub that line. I'm better than you.
Ha! Run away, Captain! You also flub your lines, so don't act like you're better than me. And don't forget to keep an eye on them earrings, The city is crawling with rogues, you know. You can keep the sorrows in a bloody lockbox in the Coral Tower, but look away for a moment, and one of me coves will bite you in the penis. Come, Shadow the Hedgehog. It's back to the sisters for us,
Okay, that could have gone a bit better, but that was improv, ladies and gentlemen. That was improv.
Well, after all that hard work, the shrew made off with the spoils. And as far as our damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. It'll be the last treasure, that black sarcophagus, that decides the victor. Whether the reformists are doing it to keep Bob, you can bet your grandmom's vagina there'll be some blade work needed before this job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper scrap, Shadow the Hedgehog. I was wondering when you'd show up, Sebby, but bugger me in the arsehole if you don't look ready to mill an entire crew of sods yourself. And beanie that you are, because we finally uncovered some hard facts about that lost treasure. And you know what else is hard? Me penis in your fucking mouth. Suck on it. Sucky long time. Now, it won't be long now before we cloy the winning piece and put this daft challenge to bed. All right, I gathered the other coves for a meeting, so let's get down for it. Oh shit, it's a cutscene. At long bloody last, the black sarcophagus has given up its secrets. Underfoot, do you have some fucking news for us?
Course I do, you fucking minge. I think after our troubles in winning the truth of it lay calling this nasty thing a fucking treasure. The black sarcophagus is no dimber bauble. It's a Mark Lee Magitech mine. A fucking prototype explosive that was bitten from an Imperial transport fucking vessel. And it's not even that fucking big. Maybe the size of a small cargo box. They say the blast would have enough kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. Seems the Guylians meant to start production at their factory in Lenoskia, then distribute the mines through Castrum Marinum. Lucky some plucky privateer cloy the prototype en route, you fucking minge. Aye. An experimental weapon? That explains why the thalassocracy was so bleeding eager to bid at that auction, and so reluctant to share the details with us. Damn straight, you fucking minge. Well, at least we know what the what is, but there's still the question of where. The cunts deliver their bitten goods to the reformers. That much is fucking certain. What happened to the sarcophagus after that, though, we ain't so fucking sure. There's been no reports of huge explosions or the like, so either the executioner's still at the mine, or they peddled it to some other minge.
Dar! The reformist faction came together out of the shared hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't cloy that bomb just to sell it. Arr? What is it, Lonnie?
A letter for you, me lord. Says it's urgent.
A letter? Who's it from?
This old man. I found it while I was sorting through our daily deliveries. Job's done. Work?
Let's see now. Come to Thalaeus. I have urgent news.
I never known the old man to summon a fucking customer. No one's seen him at his usual haunts for a while. Do you reckon this is some rum morsel he's dug up just for us?
Aye, it could be. Sebby, you and me are heading to Thalaeus. Underfoot, Vikeb, you're to take another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus. Arr. Now get out of me sight with that awkward walk animation.
Giggle. You're wasting your time, darling. We opened that Scrag's wrinkled throat bells ago. You cross the bloody executioners. You'll get what's bloody coming to you. Did you like our message? We weren't sure you'd fall for it. But a little mystery goes a long way. Oh, fuck the line. Oh, don't be starting that, darling. Me and my Australian mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says, go play with the rogues, we gotta play with the rogues. After all, we never asked you to come and ruin our game, did we? And don't give me that long-winded speech about your precious bloody code. The Reformers' vision stretches far beyond what those tired old rules is good for. Once Captain takes command of the executioners, he'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Admiral's leash. Wheel me the terrors of the sea once more, free to rove and plunder in a new age of Australian glory. And I'll bathe in blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your stupid bloody New Zealand code and all the stinking leads. Arr, like hell as you will. The only sentence that's being passed today is yours. Well, hello there, darling. And aren't you a fine-looking bogan? I've heard all this prattle before. Free to pillage and plunder, is it? Aye, it all sounds grand. But you don't think of the price. That shit-stinking code is the only thing that keeps your bloody coves from milling one another. Without it, without limsa lemons and a call home, you be adrift in an ocean of quarrons. But if you're so keen to see company with the dead, then I'd be sudden happy to oblige. Aye, my God. You were bloody prettier with your gob shut, but I can see I'm out of my bloody depth here. As much as I'd like to knock off your... As much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, oh fuck me, I'd have satisfied with dragging the two of you out into the wilds. Keep well out of the way, will you?
Out with it then!
Oh my god, isn't it bloody obvious? You stubborn scrags are looking to swipe on a new toy. My job was to stall you. And that captain of mine that I'm with right now, he's set to show the rest of the executioners that he's got the stones to sit on the PM's chair. And what better way to do that than executing the bitch that snapped the chain on our bloody crew?
Oh my God, he's targeting the Admiral herself? You're planning to blow up the command room, me hearties!
Aye. And you gave me the permission to panic. Of course, if you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep me company right here, sweet mate.
That was terrible, but it was what we did, so it's fine. That's what we have. That was that was terrible. I thought that character was gonna have like one line. So I'm like, okay, we can make her a horrible Australian woman. And no, she's got a whole scene, so.
We've got this mad Morton on Mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I'd better drag her back to the guild and see what other information she'll spill. I'll need you back at Limser as well, but you have business at the foremast first. You should find Captain Milala on a post there. Forget about the sodding challenge and tell her everything we know. Unless me judgment is well off kilter, she'll do what needs to be done. Arr.
Oh no, I'm so scared. Here's my little Australian kiss, you fucking asshole.
Well, fuck you. Oh, you're one of Jack's rogues. You've come to steal the sorrows, haven't you? Well, you shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely clasped upon my very own... Nani, you're not here for the earrings?
I'm here for the Chaos Emeralds.
The Admiral, you say? Are you sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus? I must deploy more sentries at once. Do not think this voids our challenge, rogue, and you can relay as much to your impudent guildmaster. I suppose you can thank him for the warning, though. Anyway, Lalafell running noises.
Arr! So the jackets are on the move! Bene, I've been listening to that old pirate cackle since I got her back to the sisters, but she's given us not what we didn't already know. And we know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that mine before it blows up our muns.
Wait, did I... Oh, I read that wrong.
If the leader of the reformists, this Captain Isabir, is planning on milling the Admiral with a bang, then my guess is he'll be aiming to demolish the entire command room. You know the mizzen master, the tower that holds the drowning wench at Bulwark Hall. The Admiral's bridge and the command room are right on top of it, har. Then you've got the district what surrounds the mizzenmast. That's the busy bleeding heart of the city. Even with the threat of an attack, you can just seal it up with a blink of an eye and call the whole thing a bobber. Try to explain the danger to the coals that live there and work there. Ha ha! Then you'd have to be frightened. Stampeding mud on your fambles, arr. I delivered that line weirdly because it didn't give me the script until I clicked confirm. But nay, lad, our only option is to have the eyes snooching every approach to the tower. I'll put the wit out to as many coves as I can and spread them through the streets. Like your mum spread her legs last night, arr. I was banging her with me pirate sausage. Chaos control.
Now that's a very attractive Rogaden.
Aha, there he is.
I would love to have dinner there. I would love to eat my dinners there. That looks amazing. Yeah, you fucking minge. Oh my god, Lamau. What a drunken Rogaden.
Tar! The fog picked a grand night to roll in thick. This'll make things interesting, har.
Our presence on the streets is far too thin. Where are the reinforcements I ordered? My apologies, bloody captain. There just aren't any more bloody soldiers to spare. The bulk of our forces have already been assigned to guard not only the bloody admiral, but a number of other high-ranking bloody personnel. Unacceptable. What could Commodore Reiner be thinking? There are dangerous criminals stalking the city. Blue. Oh, Captain, mate. We can't be certain the pirates' plan hasn't changed. If we consider the possibility that... Sorry, Captain. I'm sorry. I inhaled a bit of spit when I was saying that. But what I was saying is, if we consider the possibility that they've switched to a target outside the bloody walls, it'd be folly to weaken those defenses. Huh. You've made your point, Sergeant. Now return to your bloody post. Go on. Fuck off. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Fucking English people. Get fucked. English noises. Once all is lost, it is far too late to question what one should have done. Oh, shit. Who is this? You seem troubled, sir. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Nani? Oh, fuck!
Yeah, I've been dying to meet you, lass. Keen to set eyes on the bold yellow belly who cost our crew a fortune in Aldan coin.
You're an executioner. One of us is men.
You've strayed too far into a world you don't understand. Your eyes are fixed on the light of justice, leaving you blind to the chasm opening up at your feet.
Quay? Oh my god, he actually just killed her. Oh no!
At least they'll say you died with your boots on.
I am shocked and appalled.
This yellow belly won't be bothering us anymore, Captain. As for the mine, the lads will have it primed in front of the winch by the time you get there.
Good. Not long before we drag that bitch Admiral and her pretty tower and all her simpering cunts down to the bottom of the fucking sea. Then I'll raise our flag on the ruins of Mizzenmast and lead our Australian brethren to return to the old ways of blood, plunder, and being a fucking convict. You cunts. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dead. I'm really upset about this because I actually was starting to like her. Oh, fuck me. I should have had that last bottle. Oh, fuck me. The wife's gonna put the strap on again and fuck me in the fucking asshole. What's that then? Don't break character. No. Not after the command room. They mean to bring down the entire tower. If the mizzenmast falls, the bridges will follow. Half the city will... Please, you must help me. The danger is far greater than we can... Oh, fuck me! Bloody hell, is this fucking alarm! Oh! I didn't see nothing! Oh! Oh! I gotta run away, you fucking man! Hey, please stop laughing. You must send word. Oh. 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 Someone must be told. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, Rid Karagani, thank you for the raid. Oh my god. Literally worst possible timing ever. You! How did you?
Tar! Your valiant and forthright weapon. You could hear that single pistol shot from miles away. Weren't hard to guess what had happened, Tar.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, fuck me. I'll poke the yellow jackets on my way over. A healer will be along shortly, you fucking minge.
Bene! That means we've only one last thing to do, Arr!
We have never been allies, but... Oh, fuck. I beg of you. You must stop them. Save the city.
Tar, lass. You know you don't need to ask. Taking down mad coves and biting them in the foreskin is part of our bloody job, Arr!
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And now I'm really dead.
Tar. I'm glad she's dead. She was an annoying character, and we never liked her anyway. But anyway, are you all set then, me hearties?
I'm ready, Jack, you fucking minge. Yeah, I'm always ready.
Can't. Chaos control!
10 minutes remaining to complete clawing victory.
Then let's go cloy the sarcophagus and fit as a
Oh shit, we're fighting. Oh crap. Oh shit, okay, it's a duty. Oh my fuck. Okay.
Make for the mizzenmast and find us a bee here. Us a bee here.
Whatever the fuck you call this person, it's too hard. Arr.
There's so many of them. I think the whole fucking crew is here.
Tard! You know how I hate tracking down stragglers, me hearties. Just like how I tracked down your mum last night, and she was terrible in bed. Arr!
What? How fucking dare you? My mother's a saint. She never get bummed by someone like you.
Tar! That was true until she met me, and she saw me and my peg leg, and me peg penis. Tar!
I have to destroy detonators? Where?
Aha! Tar! Arr!
Oh, I see. I see.
Ha-ha! Well, me hearties. It looks like I figured out how to complete the duty. Har! Chaos control! Pew, 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 pew!
Oh, wait, oh my god, hang on.
1, 2, 3!
Bam!
1, 2, 3!
Bam, 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 na, 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 na. Oh wait, I gotta take this on. Quan, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Holy shit. Guys, I can't do a rap right now. I'm in the middle of a duty, and I have to destroy one more detonator. Whoops. That... Never mind. The detonator's already gone off.
This wasn't part of my bloody plan. I could have been king of the pirates. Like Luffy in One Piece. Oh, fuck.
She's alive. I'm so happy. Status report. The mine's been disabled, and the engineers should soon have it safely removed, you fucking dickhead. Our soldiers sustained some injuries in the battle with the reformists, but none were fatal. Most of the wounds were to the penis. Besides, the Admiral sends her sincerest regards.
Lalafell thinking noises.
Look, there she is. Captain Milala, the hero of Limsalominsa.
Oh, Yar, are you recovered from your wound, Captain? I am a Swedish. We heard how you nearly lost your life stopping the horde of pirates from blowing up my plate of spaghetti and the meatballs, mamma mia.
3 cheers for the yellow jackets! Our city will be lost without you! Ha ha!
But wait, that's not how it... Sergeant, what of the rogues? Did they survive the battle?
Oh, I don't fucking know, Captain. All we found near the sarcophagus were the bloody reformists, either dead or strung up from the bloody rafters.
Alive, then. Would seem that we're deeply in their debt.
Captain, can I have the, Silver Sorrows from now? Listen, we've been ordered to hand them over to the Commodore, along with the black sarcophagus. Why, of course, they're right,
The earrings! I could have sworn I was still... Wait a minute. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have stole them from me while I was laying dying. That cad! I knew he couldn't be trusted! Oh, angry Lalafell movements. Keep an eye on them indeed. You know what? I should have known. Looks like he was the handsome little Lalafell after all.
Aha! Here they are after all.
Are you sure about this, Jack? We should have cloyed the sarcophagus as well.
Tar, I think she's earned it, don't you? If it bothers you that much, think of it as a trade.
If you ask me, they look a bit daft.
Well, I didn't ask ye, so shut your fucking face. If the jackets end up with mine, then we got the diamonds and the earrings, which means that victory belongs to the Rogues Guild. Arr.
So, do you think Milana's gonna leave it at that then? I get the feeling that we ain't done with her yet. Cunt.
I'd say we're done with her challenge, but you never know when our paths might cross again. We'll just have to see what Limsa's underbelly spits up next. Arr.
Too fucking right, you fucking minge. This city is never quiet for that long. You know what? It's been a fucking pleasure working with you, Shadow the Hedgehog. If I ever need a trusty pair of stabbers by my side, I know who to fucking ask. Now fuck off. I'm off as well. Bloody starving I am. Don't forget to yaffle about when you can, Shadow.
Tar, we'd best head back to the sisters too, afore the shrew decides that she'd rather hear us cry cockles, arr. And speaking of cockles, you'll be sucking me cockle later tonight, when you least expect, arr. Oh, and by the way, it's been good working with you, Shadow. I'll be seeing you soon, in the parking lot. Tar.
Oh.
Chaos control?
I'd better sleep with one eye open.
Ahoy there, Sebby! It'll be nice to finally have a bit of a rest, eh? The job never ends, but even a dimber damber like myself needs to breathe every now and again, arr. And your venturing mates must be wondering where you've got to. Well, that was a proper long assignment, but I'm glad you decided to see it through. You've proven to be a stalwart protector of the code, and even if this ain't truly your world, when you walk back to the Lightbands, you'll have to find your own code to uphold. And when you do, you'll have the skills you learned in the shadows to help you defend it.
I will.
Well, that's more than enough prittle-prattle out of me. Your travels might take you far and wide, Sebby, but know that you're always welcome here at the Sisters. Quest complete, me hearties. Rogue story done.